Hello and welcome to your first assessment plan within your sector qualification. By now you should have completed your reflective account, a day in the life of, so that's you telling us what you do, how you do it and why you do it. You should have submitted your evidence for functional skills and for recognition of prior learning. And you should have also submitted your up-to-date CV. Now let's start looking at your main aim qualification. Within this assessment plan, you've got two handbooks. One is the learner handbook and one is the employer handbook. These are for you to keep and to refer to. So it's how to contact us, what to do, how to deal with complaints, etc. You then have your learner safeguarding handbook, and it's important you read this and answer the questions. It's only a few questions in the back, but it basically tells us that you're aware of your rights and responsibilities around your own safeguarding. You then have your prevent, health and safety and equality workbooks. Again, they're there for you, so we know that you're aware of your rights and you know how to deal with any complaints or deal with any issues that may come along whilst on your learning journey. You then have functional skills self-assessments. We want you to complete those and tick them off. It's just a tick box exercise, but it basically tells us where you're sitting within functional skills on the support that you think you need rather than what we think you need. And then finally, the last two documents is the personal learning thinking skills and your employer's rights and responsibilities. So let's talk about those two in a bit more detail. Personal learning thinking skills is the outcomes assessed through the whole apprenticeship. They'll be ongoing, but we give them to you at the beginning so you're aware of the framework that we're looking at. It looks at things such as being an independent inquirer. So if you don't know the answer to something, are you just ringing us up and going, help? Are you not even answering it because you can't do it? Or are you going away, doing a bit of research, trying to find the answer, rather than just going for the first option? Self-manager is all about achieving targets, meeting deadlines, understanding that you've committed to a qualification which is going to require you some effort. You can't leave everything to the last minute because it just won't work. Please ensure that you are managing yourself and your time effectively. We all understand that you're working hard and long hours. However, if you miss your deadlines, it's going to cause a problem in the fact that you end up with a backlog of work. Being an effective participator isn't just about turning up doing the job. It's about questioning, asking why, and about taking some level of responsibility. So it's not about passing blame, it's about reflecting and thinking, okay, well I did that, was that the right thing to do? Could I have done it in a different way? Teamworker is all about working together as a team, so maybe there's other people on the qualification that you can network. Again, on our website, you can post comments, and that's really good evidence for team working. You may have found a really useful website, you may have read a book, you may have seen something, or ultimately there may be something that's happening in society which you're thinking, I want to share those comments. So you can see the personal learning thinking skills really enables you to be an independent, motivated learner. And you shouldn't need to be requiring on the assessor to stand there and say to you, right, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. Our role is to support you and empower you through your qualification. Clearly, we will help in any way we can to motivate you and encourage you and inspire you. But our role isn't to sit beside you and give you the answers. Because if we do that, we're not helping you. We're just creating another learner that's just passing because you're a number rather than somebody that has the ability and the skill set that you should have. So please don't expect us to do that. So bear in mind, personal learning thinking skills is something that we're going to refer to ongoing throughout your qualification. Now looking at ERR. ERR is about employers' rights and responsibilities. It's the first mandatory unit in all apprenticeships. Please download the handbook and fill it in. Now, here's some tips. If you have a problem with your computer, think about it. What could I do? Who could I talk to? How can I fix it? Don't just say, I can't do it because my computer's not working. If you open up the document and there's a problem with the document, think about it. Well, okay, why isn't it downloading? What can I do differently? What have I tried? And then finally, filling it in. If you can't fill it in electronically, are there other ways that you could fill it in? Could you handwrite it? Could you record it? So what we're really saying is there are no excuses for you not to be able to perform your role. Equally, you could just post a comment and say, I'm having trouble with this, could you please help? You could email us and say, could you please send me a paper copy? You could text us. So it's not down to the assessor to be chasing you. It's down to you to be saying, I have this resource and does this resource work for me? Learning is a co-produced item. It's something we do together. It's not something that should be led just by the tutor or the assessor. And it's not something that the student should be feeling that they're doing on their own. So please bear that in mind when you're completing the tasks. I wish you all the very best of luck. I hope you enjoy completing this. And most of all, I hope you learn something from completing the ERR Rights and Responsibilities workbook. Remember that your learning is in bite-sized chunks. So this assessment plan really should be completed within the first 4 weeks of you getting it and opening it up. If you need further time or extended time, please negotiate this with your assessor. And remember, your assessor doesn't know what's going on in your personal life or home life. If you're having problems and you can't meet the deadlines, please ensure you talk to your assessor. Anyway, good luck, and I'll see you all on plan number 2.